good afternoon to some of us. Good evening to, in Macedonia, it's nighttime. He's getting ready. And on, we got Montreal in the house. We got what do we got? Long Island. You in New York, Long Island, Steve?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. You're there.
East
You're
Coast.
there. In
East
the
Coast.
Northeast. In the Northeast, we got Andon here. Guys, it is game time, game day. What's going on with the Come si chiama there? Still 0-0 Atalanta Genoa. Steve, I blamed you before we went on. It's your fault. Roma freaking sucks 15 minutes before the end of the game. And what happens? What happens?
15 minutes.
And that's on you, buddy. That's on you.
They would have scored regardless, though. I get it. You're trying to correlate something. You're trying to say X plus Y equals MX plus B. I get it. I'm the B in that, but I don't think they were always going to win that.
Yeah, that's for sure. But before I do the whole turn, Steve, I know you're a Newcastle guy. How was the game yesterday? How's it been with Tonali? Maybe to see it from your side. No conspiracy theories here, but I know that they greeted him with love yesterday. But how was the Newcastle fan base taking this whole Tonali, and especially after yesterday made an appearance?
We're giving him a big hug because he needs it, bro. He's a guy struggling. He brought the struggles on himself. I'm never gonna say we're all adults here. If we make mistakes, if we fall into something, that's on us. But just like I look at it like my dad, all our fathers, parents, whoever raised us, they get angry with us when we made a big mistake. They you make a big mistake, they'll hound you for it, they'll give you hell for it. But after that, they go on to support you and be like, you know what, let's get up. Let's get up and tomorrow's a new day kind of thing. So, as a fan base, he got a huge standing ovation. We were chanting about Tonali. We love the guy. Yeah, he messed up, but he's got a great support system. Great support system.
That's important, right? Mistakes will happen, and you know what? Suffer the consequences. It is what it is. Look at Gio. He's in that California love. Dave,
it looks like he's shooting a. He looks like
shooting a TikTok over there, Gio. Look at him. He's gonna give us a dance. We're gonna wait for him. But
now we're watching the Raiders. It's crazy that this game is on a Sunday. I'm never again gonna complain that all our games are on Saturday.
Don't worry,
I got two double
you're
headers.
gonna beat us. The Bears are ass, so you're gonna beat us. I'm watching.
We shall see. But I wanted to ask Davey, this supposedly starting formation, not seeing Krunic. I know you're a big fan of Krunic, but no official starting lineup yet. But it seems that sports media said, would you have gone with anything different from what you're seeing right now?
The only difference I would have seen is if Kalulu's healthy, I would have started Kalulu. But that's about it. That's the only thing I would have seen, because everything else, Adli, Musa, Reindeers have been playing terrific. Giroud, Leao, Pulisic, when they're on their A game, they're on their A game. I see nothing wrong with this. The only thing is, it's funny that we don't know who the goalie is, but for sure it's Mirante, because Sportiello is still injured, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Hold on, let me scroll it up for you. Are you happy now? It is Mirante, and I have a bet.
I was just curious. I'm not sure if they cut it out on purpose because they didn't know themselves.
No, I have a bet with Christian from Milan Club Montreal. He says, I said Mirante go clean sheet. He goes, if he has a clean sheet, I'm buying you beer for a month. I screenshotted that stuff right there because guys, it's beer. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But, he is 41 years old, but yeah, the possibility of a draw in soccer is actually very high. So I'm surprised he took that bet. But
I took the bet he offered. I was going to take it, so we shall see what happens from there.
No, but the rest of it, Calabria, Florenzi, who else do we have? That's the only rotation that we have. I just hope that if we do have Kalulu, he's on the bench, because if one of these guys goes down, we're pretty much fucked. This is literally our reserve bench, besides Kayer, that's not on the bench, not on the starting 11. So yeah, I have no problem with it. I just want to see Adli perform, so it could shut out the Krunic supporters.
I'm gonna. We spoke to you a little bit, Steve. We're gonna go to the other guys. Andon, how about you, man? Krunic in? I don't think you could put Krunic in, especially the way Adli has been playing. I know we have a Wednesday game, but do you have a problem seeing this supposedly starting lineup?
I mean, it's the best that we can do today, because as a club, I think we're 100% cursed. Before the international break, we had everybody was supposed to come back today, no injury except Benacer. International break happens, and what happens? We're missing 8 players. It's kind of weird as a club what's happening. So based on the players we have available, this is the best that we can do today. Krunic is coming back from an injury. He's not even ready. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, unfortunately, also not 100%. He won't even been called up. We have only Pobega as reserve and Krunic on the bench. So the midfield, this is the best that we can do. Maybe if I was Pioli, I would called up also Zeroli to be on the bench today to have a little bit extra something, or some other guys from the Primavera. But this is the best we can do, honestly. Even Kalulu is coming back from injury, so I was looking forward to maybe Bartzadagi starting at the left back, but he yesterday got injured from all the people injured.
You gotta love Gio. How about you, man? You love the young pups in La Primavera. Who's on the starting, not the starting lineup, on the bench today? From give us some. I know you went on this week talking about.
I think Jimenez, man. I would start him at left back. He's been playing at left back the whole season, and he's been excelling it. And he's an actual right back. What more can you ask? He's got it all, Vinny. He just had a couple attitude problems, but you sit him down here in Italy, you give him some
sorry.
pasta.
Look at this guy. Look at
Look
guy.
at Vince Mancini.
Look at Vinny. He's at the
my
San
God.
Siro. The audio is off, obviously, because you probably can't hear us. No, you can't hear anything. It's all good, dude. Enjoy. This is an experience of a life. Look at his seats, guys. Look at his fucking seats, dude.
Theo, we need that match-worn shirt or match issue because you're an idiot and you got a yellow card, not for clipping nobody, just for being dumb and arguing with the ref. We need that match-worn.
If I'm talking over anybody, I'm sorry. I can't hear anything.
We're good.
But I gotta say, I'm trembling right now on how excited I am to be here. These seats are fucking unbelievable. I'm sorry for the part. I can't even speak right now how excited I am, guys.
Vinny,
there's not even a lot of people here. There's not a lot of atmosphere right now, but in another 5 to 10 minutes when the players come out, it's going to get buck wild. But I don't want to talk over anybody. I feel so bad.
What a Canadian.
I just want to say, andiamo per 3 punti, Forza Milan, andiamo.
Forza Milan, look at Vinny. Look at Vinny directly from the San Siro. What a Canadian. He's apologizing. He just wants to apologize. What a guy. And you know what? I had those feelings when I was there last September. What a derby I watched. The last one we won. Steve, how about you, man? Do you from a neutral kind of standpoint, do you see Juventus having any sort of chance today, or what are you expecting?
No, what? They are one of the most unserious teams in Europe based off of the name. Like you say Man City. They're serious. You say even Arsenal. They're trying to be serious and they're making steps. Where you look at Napoli, they tried to be serious, but then now they lose some credibility with Rudy Garcia appointment. But last year they were serious. Juve are not serious. Their squad is not serious. It's not impressive at all, to be honest. I look at it, and it's a lot of guys that are just mediocre. There's no high-performance kind of guys and they're difference makers besides a Chiesa. You have some young talent, but they don't get chances. Like an Illing Jr., I think that guy is very I was impressed with the limited minutes he had last year. I don't think he's played anything at all. He's played how many minutes he played this year for Juve, bro? It's like
not much.
There's just not. It's so unserious, and I think you guys, like with the Tonali money, you've as a squad, I've seen a level of seriousness from you guys. They're serious.
I like how Steve, my partner Steve, says Juve sucks, and this starts where Steve is like they're not serious. So they're kind of saying the same exact message. But Dave, let me throw this to you. Still not a game to take lightly. I don't know if Case is going to start, but in the end, we're at home, right? And if we need to go by Juventus's previous performances, we should be beating them. I'm not going to say easily, but convincingly. Well, Steve is watching some NFL.
Hold that, Gio.
I never take any opponent lightly. So even though Juventus lately hasn't been really the Juventus of old, they can still show up and be the Juventus of old if they want to. They just show up when they want to, and they show up when they don't. It's like Lazio. It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like you like to say so many times. It's just against us, they always show up. They always show up, but they get lucky. And I don't like using the word lucky because if they get lucky, it's because we allow them to get lucky. So I like to come out and basically shut their mouth, shut all the supporters, and just get the 3 points. I don't like to like we say, make our blood pressure go up for no fucking reason. Like, put it away, expose their weakness, and take care of them. But hey, listen, game's a game. The game is 90 minutes. It could go either way. With Magnon and Theo out, it is a bit of a blow. But our team is 11 players, not two. So I expect everyone else to step
Exactly.
up, and that's it.
Exactly. Andon, I'm going to throw this out to you. Like people, you got to read the newspapers that Milan, Juve, the test for the Scudetto to answer to Inter. Like Inter is like 10 points ahead, guys. I don't know if you heard. And then Napoli is guarito, that they're feeling better, that they're back on track. Napoli from beating Verona.
Yeah.
Look, today we have to concentrate on Milan, Juventus. We're playing at home, and do you share what Davey says? Like, no matter how badly they've played so far, it's still Juventus, is it not? And we can't take our foot off the pedal. And the depth in the team, that's what's going to make us break make or break us today. What say you?
I mean, you shouldn't take Juventus lightly. Even though they're not great, they play an ugly football, but that football brings them results. Maybe they're not all victories, but they're steady. They're not leaking goals, to say they're conceding like stupid goals, and they're stable at the back. Having said that, also again, it's a game after the international break. Usually, a game that we struggle a lot with, regardless who we're playing with. The players are not at their 100%. Some of them didn't even have the time to acclimate to the team after being on an international, especially those who play further away. And the how unlucky we are in injury, especially at the goalkeeping position. We are basically playing our third choice goalkeeper that hasn't started in 2 years. He played here and there a couple of minutes. He wasn't that great when he played. And I think that will be the biggest issue we're gonna have. I hope he's ready, and I hope he deserves to be called over Nava, because Nava is also part of the first team, and he has more games behind him. Even though it's for the Primavera, he still has more match fitness.
A 41-year-old goalkeeper and a 36-year-old striker.
Yep.
We shall see in the end the results. And to Kim, where's Tommy time? I will admit something. I spoke to Tommy a couple of days ago. Guys, as you know, Steve doesn't know Tommy time. You got to go back and see Tommy. Tommy would speak Italian throughout the whole show, and La Juve, la merda, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy
you would
sends
You would ask him a question, Steve. He will go, no matter what it was. You can ask him a question. So, what do you think about the Lazio and the Milan? Listen, let me tell you something about Milan and Juve. Okay? He goes crazy.
He wanted to say hi to everybody. He was actually out of town this weekend, but I told him next time I'm gonna have him as a special guest. We do miss you, Tommy. I told him he still has his following. Okay, so let's go with some. How about you, Steve? Did you see, maybe on both sides? Do you see who's gonna step up according to you? We're looking at would it be Milan or Juventus?
I mean, I'm expecting, like, I don't know if Chiesa's match fit or not, but like that's a guy where it's like, okay, in this kind of game, I expect you, regardless of Allegri's awful offensive tactics and patterns of play and whatnot, just philosophy, like that's a guy, I would expect him to step up in these kind of games. Like, I don't expect nothing out of like a Milik or a Moise Kean. Like they're both very average strikers that none of the top teams in Europe would take, really. Maybe as a third choice in a horrible scenario, but nah.
Okay, no, it's well said. It's well said. So, okay, how about you, Dave? Who needs to step up? Who would you expect to step up? We're not going to talk about Juve. We're going to go with the Milan. We're not neutral like Steve, but who needs to step up today? Guys, by the way, in the comments, if we do have an official starting lineup, please share to us. But if we have to go by what sports media set is predicting, looking at these guys.
Oh, you wanted both? My bad. Okay.
No. go, Steve. You know what? Just no, because you're a neutral guy. Maybe you said Chiesa. How about Milan? Who do you see out of this starting lineup? Seeing like who needs to step up?
Definitely like Leao, because like that's for me, that is your most high quality player outside of Teo Hernandez. Like that's the guy that, wow, that is a top player. The other ones like Reinders, Adli, Musa, young bucks, but with a lot of promise. But like I expect them to play well. Leao for me, yeah, he's that question mark because sometimes it's sometimes on, sometimes off. The decision making in the final third, like the Newcastle game, that whole incident right there, and that's not like that don't happen all the time, but those kind of things, Layout has to just simplify it, finish your dinner. But yeah, that's who I'm expecting, and Pulisic too. Continue the good form against a tough defense. So, but yeah, Leao is the for me. I
Okay.
think that's key. Definitely.
So layout for you guys, obviously, I'm gonna go because I have beer money on the line. I'm gonna go with Mirante. Mirante is my. He needs to step up today. He needs to save us from a nice maybe a goal scoring opportunity. But Davey, how about you?
Vinny, we didn't learn anything from Tonali with the betting. Why are you taking bets on our players?
I didn't take the bet. Somebody offered. They said, Vinny,
Yeah,
if
but
Mirante has a,
now it's affecting
I
your
have nothing to
voodoo.
lose. I have nothing to
You're
lose.
affecting it's affecting your voodoo, and you're saying their star player has to be Marante. But how about you fucking focus on the people that need to
First
score?
of all, when I
I
don't
don't.
really bet real money, I always win. Okay, somebody offered me
Atalanta
free
won
beer
that.
for a month. Oh,
So that means
Atalanta
we're gonna
won.
get that means we're gonna get 5 shots on net. I'm just letting you know he's gonna save all 5 of them. Okay.
Mirante. Okay, so you,
Mirante.
Dave, who's stepping up according to
It's
you?
it's got for me. Okay, to shut up all my Krunic haters, it's gonna be Adley, but I'm not gonna make that effective. For me, it has to be Reindeers because Reindeers has missed 3 shots, 3 golden opportunities. He has to finish. Let him
Yeah,
finish. He has to get because he does. You see how badly he wants that goal. Every time he misses, he gets on the floor. He looks up to the sky. It has to be him. Obviously, who we want our top guys to be performing and showing them why they're our top guys is definitely Leao. But to continue his good form and to continue his hot streak from the World Cup qualifiers or the friendly he had was Pulisic because even though they lost to Germany, what a goal he scored! It was
yeah,
beautiful.
very
So
nice.
it will be good for him to transition over to bring that into the Milan side. But who
Yeah.
I want to step up is definitely Reindeers because he really needs that goal. He really needs that boost of confidence. And Adli to control the back and Leao to show him why we call him the best in our team right now.
I like it. I like it. Andon, how about you, man? He's going with reindeers. I went with Mirante. Steve going with Leao. Who needs to step up according to you if we need to believe the starting
I'm
lineup?
gonna go. I'm gonna go with the full defense, especially to help out Mirante because he hasn't played that much. And if they're stable, especially if Tomori continues his form like he has been playing after coming back from that red card, with the help of Chow and the fullbacks, I think they will be essential in this game. If we manage to hold out Juventus and preventing them from scoring, even having a scoring opportunity, which I think we're able to do that, and snatch a goal or two, then we're golden.
I like it. Look, we have somebody from Japan in the comments. We got Fadi from Detroit, Milan Club Detroit for his first time. This is your. Everybody needs therapy, Fadi. You try to
Yeah, I
stay
know.
away. You need therapy. You need therapy.
I know.
So the
How's
question.
everybody doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. You're joined with Steve. You're joined with Davey and Andon. But how about you? Who, according to the starting lineup, who needs to step up according to you?
Oh, myself. No, I'm just kidding. I think Miranda needs to step up. I know it's his first time, but if he needs to secure that spot until Mike come back, Sportillo come back, he needs to step up.
Like hold down the
and
fort.
prove himself. You know what I mean? I know he's 40 years old, but it's Juve game. You just need to show up 100%.
See,
Okay.
and the only thing that I have a question about is like, because I'm looking at who Juve have played. The only tough opponent they play away from home is Atalanta. They first of all, they're not the attacking force of recent years, and that was kind of evident last year also. But like Juve put up 5 shots in that game, 5, 3 on target. And like I can't remember in that Juve game what were their clear cut chances. Like what was the big save that what's his face Juan Musso had to make. So actually, I think the defense, and also I trust your defensive 4 as well. And Juve aren't going to be attacking the majority.
I think what it comes down to is that Juve, even though they haven't played up to par, or as Steve would say, they sucked, is that today is going to be a proof that Or we're going to prove to everybody how bad Juve is,
Mm.
right? Or we're gonna have one of these scrappy games. So uh, for me, I think honestly, the way Pulisic has been playing, I see Pulisic scoring. I don't think we're going to prove to the world how bad Juve is, but I still think we're going to come out with the 3 points. David, do you agree? What say you, man?
I'm trying to look at the lineup. I completely missed your question. Repeat that one more time.
Look, he's not even paying attention. This is therapy. You need to listen. You need to listen. So I said, I don't think it's going to be a game that we will prove to everybody how bad Juve is. But I still think we're going to come out with the 3 points. And Pulisic continue on his good form, and I think he's going to score. What say you?
Listen, come away with a win. We don't need to prove anything, but besides that, we're the best in the league, and we need to win the Scudetto and advance in the Champions League. There's no needing to feed into anyone's ego. Just get the win. That's it. That's all. I don't want to get the win by a lucky bounce. Everyone says, if it's a win, is a win. Yes, obviously, but dominating and proving our worth. I don't like to get lucky goals. I don't like to get lucky shots and this and that. I just want to win, and
It's still a win, no
it's
matter
still
how
a
it
win,
ends.
but with the two guys that were missing, like I said, to get wins when you have two star players away, it's always a better feeling. You see that the depth and the chemistry comes along. When you rely always on a star player, and when a star player goes down, you see the team crumble. That's when I start worrying. So especially with Champions League coming up, like obviously we're gonna have these two guys back because they're not injured, they're on suspension. So Mirante, even though he has the game of the season, the game of his life, he's not gonna be starting our games, regardless of the fact.
True.
He's gonna be a backup. He's gonna be a backup because obviously Sportiello is injured for now. So having Theo and Mike come back to a team that dominated Juve and continue that into the Champions League is what I want. That's it.
I'm
All
looking
right.
at your head-to-head, by the way. You guys haven't lost to them in any competition since 2019 when they beat you 1-0 at the Allianz. And all of
but
the rest are draws and wins.
leave it to the newspapers to build their own agenda on that one. But hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It is. It's the ball is round. Andon, how about you, man? What do you expect? A convincing win, a scrappy win, maybe a goal scorer? What say you, man?
Uh, I think this again, this will be a scrappy game. A scrappy win is what we're gonna get. Hopefully, first of all, I hope it's a win. I don't care how they get it. I only hope it's a win because winning this game with so many, we have like 8 missing players, and winning it against a team like Juventus is gonna send a message to the league. Even though we're in problems, even though we have so many injuries, we prepared for this kind of moment with the summer mercato. We bought 10 players just because of this reason to have depth in situation like this. Hopefully we can use that. The guys can give it all. First thing, also, I hope we can avoid any kind of injuries in this game because, oh my God, we're so unlucky with that. And we can win this and we can build on that, then to play PSG and get another victory there. If we manage to do this, it means we are ready. We're 100% ready for the full season and we can go all the way winning the Scudetto.
You got to give it to Andon. Him is like, I just don't want any injuries. I just don't want any injuries. I like his thinking. Fadi, how about you, man? Do you see a convincing one, a scrappy win, some yellow cards, some red cards, prediction? What's on your mind?
So I'm expecting a scrappy game. Like it's gonna be like 1-0. That's what I'm expecting. But what I want is like, hey, let's win this game like at least 3 in the first half, then sub everybody for PSG game. Like because PSG game is more important to us right now. It's more, let's say, stronger than this game. Because Juve, we can beat them anytime we want.
Yeah.
Let's win this game, get the 3 points. Let's be prepared for PSG game because that game is gonna exhaust the team.
No,
Because
I like what you're saying. It's like let's get this win and get over it because we got PSG to think about on Wednesday, guys. On Wednesday, I am off. Obviously, I changed my schedule to be off on Wednesday. We shall have another pre-game group therapy. Don't laugh, Davey. I can make my own schedule. It's all good. I'm stuck working on Saturday, but it's all good. From New Hampshire, from Montreal, from Macedonia, from in Detroit, right? Fadi's still there.
Yeah. Yes.
Guys, hopefully, how about in Detroit? Is it easy for you to watch the game Paramount Plus, or are you watching
Yeah,
it to the
Paramount
bar?
Plus. We have the group over there now. Hopefully everybody's there. I am on my way right now to them. I'm not driving though. I'm in a parking lot, some random parking lot. So we'll be
Good.
there in like about 30 minutes, and hopefully everybody is there, and we'll just enjoy the game.
You know what? No matter what happens today, the one guy that's having the time of his life right now is Vinny Mancini. Dude, enjoy yourself. I hope he's our good luck charm. To Gio watching his what was he watching, Dave? His
Raiders. The
his
Raiders.
Raiders. I don't understand this sport.
The
The
Bears.
Bears. I don't understand this other sport. That just no.
This-
Excuse me. The Bears suck,
Miami
right?
Dolphins are killing it this year. For once, my team is actually doing good in 20.
I like Miami because of Dan Marino, because I'm Italiano. You know, he's got the Italian
Oh, my
name.
team is doing good this year too.
Who's your
The
team?
Lions.
The Lions.
The
They're
Lions.
5-1 this year.
They lose.
Me, I like Joe Montana, Dan Marino,
All the Italians.
Garoppolo, all
All the
Italian names.
Italians.
Andon has no idea what the hell we're talking about. Poor guy.
He's just sitting there.
He's just like, what the fuck are these guys
They're
talking?
nodding. Yeah.
Guys, on this note, let me let you guys go to your respective clubs watching at home. I will promise Tommy time in good time whenever he's ready to go. And on that note, ovunque e sempre, guys.
Forza
Steve's not
Milan.
gonna. Yeah, Forza, he was gonna go Forza Lazio, Forza.
Away the lads.
Ciao, guys. Have a
Ciao,
good one.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.